Down by the river. Two children. Two doors. One impossible promise. Down by the river, innocence disappears quietly. Autumn gently settled over a tiny town in Indiana, turning the leaves to crisp shades of red, gold, and burnt orange. Jacob and Sarah coasted downhill on their bicycles, wheels humming softly. The cool air brushing their flushed cheeks as they laughed together, voices carefree in the sunlight. They sped past the old Kmart, rolling down the winding tree-lined road, the afternoon sun filtering warmly through branches above. Houses, cozy and cheerful, stood proudly with pumpkins placed lovingly upon their porches. The playground by the river was quiet when they arrived. Jacob and Sarah leaned their bicycles against a weathered wooden bench and smiled at each other, taking the familiar sight of swings gently swaying empty slides, and the play castle standing silently, flags fluttering softly in the autumn breeze. The river drifted lazily beside the playground, carrying fallen leaves gently downstream. Sarah suddenly noticed a man standing quietly at the edge of the playground, tall and impeccably dressed in a black suit, a hat shading his features, his slightly tinted, square glasses reflecting the afternoon sunlight. He raised one hand in a friendly wave. "You two look like great friends," he said softly, his voice gentle and warm. "Yes," Sarah proudly exclaimed, eyes bright and enthusiastic. "We're gonna get married someday." Jacob blushed, then nodded vigorously. "We'll have a house, a car, everything." The man smiled kindly. "That sounds very nice. But first, you'll have to grow up, and sometimes that can take a very long time." Jacob nodded thoughtfully, glancing at Sarah. It would be nice to be grown-ups now. Sarah quickly agreed, her enthusiasm shining. "Yeah, growing up takes forever." The man smiled, gesturing toward the wooden play castle. "Maybe I can help. See those two doors? If each of you enters a door at exactly the same moment, doesn't matter who chooses which, you'll come out that larger door on the other side as adults." Jacob and Sarah exchanged amused glances and giggled quietly. "That'll never work," Jacob said confidently, shaking his head. "Watch, we'll prove it to you." Together, they hurried toward the playground castle, excitement and curiosity dancing in their eyes. Standing before the separate entrances, they shared one more mischievous look before stepping inside simultaneously. Their footsteps echoed briefly on the wood, growing softer and softer until silence